everyone. Thank you for supporting me over here. I greatly appreciate it. So I've already tried to record 2 videos today and I just can't get the messages out that I need to. And I think that is very similar to these two opposing energies that we have going on right now. We have good and evil going on, okay? And there is so much intensity on both sides of these agendas, all right? And we have to have an awareness of what's going on right now. We have to have an awareness of the truth. And every time I try to hide or stifle the messages, it just dilutes the messages altogether, and then I can't even get out anything that makes any sense. So the main message I'm getting is that the Nazi agenda has been fully activated on US soil, okay? We have been infiltrated by a foreign dignitary, Russia. We have known this for a long time. Nobody has spoken about it, all right? So we have witnessed this agenda being activated throughout Trump's presidency regime. And we just saw Sarah Huckabee do an executive order on not using woke words, okay? So that would be the constitutional rights going away. That is freedom of speech right there that we are witnessing before our eyes. They are taking away women's rights. Next goes the constitutional rights of freedom of speech. The next version of this is V2K. That is the weapon technology that they have been using on me that I have voiced. And that is the ultimate control, which is the break-in into your psyche, okay? And then once they are in your psyche, they can use this weapon to communicate with you and essentially own you through a bot system. And it's a torture weapon system. So main messages that I'm getting right now is that we have to wake up. So this is it. Wake up, America. We're here, okay? Some serious people that were in power in our country and agencies were compromised, all right? And we are still getting that information now, okay? That stuff is coming to the light as we speak in terms of what was compromised and what was done on our soil. That is still coming to light. Now, a main message that I've been getting is that they are in the birds, okay? So they've infiltrated our birds. So if you listen closely to your birds, all right, you might actually hear someone speaking English, okay, and forming a sentence, okay? It is, I believe, a reptilian type infiltration. It could be done through a bot system, but they are working in the birds, okay? So if you per se have been infiltrated, they have the technology to get communication through a bird, all right? And I know that sounds really crazy. I have recorded my bird speaking. I know that there is someone not kind in my bird that is watching me in my bird, and that is part of this regime. I know it sounds crazy, but think of worst case scenarios, think of World War II, and that's what you're gonna get with them. So other messages that I have been getting around them is that I have had visions of Nazis basically going down the street and just, with guns and shooting people, okay? I've had visions of that. So I just want to let you know the level of where this group is at. These are extremists, they are terrorists, they are lethal, and they are ready, okay? So I just want to let you guys know this is a reboot of Nazi Germany coming into our soil. And the level of desperation is high. It's high. It's a high level of desperation because what's at stake is a lot of money and a lot of prison time, a lot of prison time. If we think of all the levels of corruption that happened during the Trump presidency and who was involved in that corruption, we're looking at major crimes. We're looking at war crimes, okay? So this would be the Nuremberg trials all over again, okay? That's where we would be at in terms of prosecuting this group at this point. Jack just brought in a prosecutor who specializes in war crimes. And there's a reason for that, because they have been committed, okay? And they will continue to be committed. I got messages last night that they did 60 million MK Ultra contracts on humans, okay? 60 million. And I have gotten these numbers before, that they are doing death contracts on humans. 60 million death contracts. What is MK Ultra? MK Ultra is a death contract. They are death contracts, and they are killing you in another dimension or realm, okay? And it is connected to the V2K. It is like a psyche break-in as well. Once you are, I guess, contracted out, essentially all of your divine contracts end, all right? So it feels like your life just kind of ends, all right? Everything just ends around you. It's a lot more in depth than that, all right? And there's a lot more that goes into that. But I know I am a victim of MK Ultra, and I know many people are a victim of MK Ultra in the United States. Once you are a victim of MK Ultra, it is really hard to get out of the contracts, okay? Because you have a group of people that are now dedicated to working on you, or energies in the spiritual realms, all right? You have death angels assigned to you and all kinds of stuff, and they're working on you around the clock on your energies, making sure that you don't go to a higher frequency of energy. So a big part of this warfare, which is spiritual warfare, like a main part is spiritual warfare, is that we have to protect our energy and our frequencies. So you are more prone to mind control when you're at a lower vibration and frequency. So the people who don't go outside and get sunshine, the people who you don't exercise, the people that are not saving their energy, pulling the energy in, those are going to be the people who are going to be higher, more prone to this weapon and technologies. The higher your energy, the higher your force field, you can fight it. If you talk to people who specialize in deliverance, okay, they deliver people, exorcisms, okay, let's go to exorcism. If you talk to people who specialize in exorcisms, in fact, I've obviously been fully educated in this. Typically, it takes time to come out of that energy, because you have to actually get your energy to a high enough vibration to be strong enough to break free from all of the black magic, death magic, and then all of the other contracts and stuff that have been made against you. So it's not something that you can like break overnight. So when I hear a number like 60 million, I'm like, okay, this is bad. Okay, this is bad. One person is bad. 60 million is terrible. Okay, so this is illegal. This is spiritual warfare. It's illegal in the spiritual realm. However, they have crashed our protections through their space agendas. These are the black op programs, okay, that I have talked about on here. When I checked in with the moon energy, I found another moon, okay, that they created that is a false light system. And it's interesting because I remembered seeing photos circulating on social media that Trump's face was on the moon. I think I found that moon last night. Okay, I found the false light moon. And that was an infiltration energy. A lot of these energies that they have placed in outer space, okay, are to trap the light workers or light beings that protect us. So our spirit guide systems have been collapsed by this group because they're working in space to do that. They have been. That's part of their agenda. And So it's been harder for us to get our protections unless you are at a high enough vibration and frequency. It's really important that we understand the spiritual warfare, because that's the only way we're going to win on the physical front. And that's why it is so important right now for star seeds to step into their power and to rise and to realize how important their gifts are, and that it is not an accident that they incarnated when they did. These star seeds are super powerful, and they are meant to be here to guide us and to light the way in the spiritual plane, okay? They can see things that other people can't see. They will be able to guide us, and they have the powers and the wherewithal to get us to the other side, okay? We have to honor those people and their gifts at this point to get us through this hellacious time, okay, of this Nazi regime, so that they are not successful in their efforts. This group is tied into the banks heavily, okay, and they are tied into elite groups. And they are behind the Maui attack, okay? So there are things that we have to be aware of in terms of how they're moving forward with their agendas. And it is all hands on deck at this point in time. It is all hands on deck. There are many players involved in this. And I want to tell you that it is lethal. It's lethal, okay? These people are lethal. They are working with neuroweapons on humanity. And the only way that we will rise is to have that awareness and to know exactly how to move forward, okay? And I have been terrified to talk about this all morning, but if we don't talk, then that's how they win. That is literally how they win, okay? We have to rise above those fears into the light and know that we're protected in our messages and what we are doing right now, okay? They're attacking my energy field as we speak, and this is what they do. They attack your energy field with weapons, and they got a hold of these technologies through Trump, okay, and his regime, all right? He had access to everything, and that was a huge mistake. That was a huge security breach, okay, and a misstep on our country, okay? Everything that happened to get that man in power is a huge misstep, all right? He should have never been on the ticket. He should have never been in. Based on his business connections, deals, contracts, and who he was surrounded by, that man should have never been on a ballot, okay? And now we are sitting here with a country that is fully divided, okay? And we have people now doing executive orders on freedom of speech, all right? And attacking YouTubers for freedom of speech as well with real weapons, all right? So we have to shine a light on everything right now. Another message I was getting is it's every man for themselves right now. It's every man for themselves. Be vigilant, all right? And work with the light for your protections. That's how you will win, is working with the light. There's that moon energy again. Definitely gotten messages around NASA, you know. I think that a lot of different programs have been infiltrated. I think a lot of stuff has been infiltrated. So we just have to keep moving forward and charging ahead regardless. The more people who are aware, they can recognize in their workplace the corruption. They can recognize the language. They can recognize the jargon. They can recognize the secret things, okay? That's the stuff we have to recognize, all right? How they're working, how they're operating, okay? Everything they are doing is incognito. They're working through radio broadcast systems to infiltrate our mind through subliminal messaging and song programs. This is very well thought out. And it is something really, really important to just take note of right now, okay? So I am wishing you guys the best, sending you guys so much love. If you guys are interested in a reading, I'll leave that below. I do have my angel meetup on Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. and Goddess School starts next Monday. So be sure to sign up for Goddess School if you haven't already. Once you sign up, you always get invited back. Everyone gets invited back. So I am wishing you guys the best. Would love to hear your feedback on this. And definitely shine a light wherever you feel guided right now, shining a light everywhere. Your energy is very, very powerful and potent. Create happy energies, create peaceful energies. Keep shining a light. I channeled this message for the Maui children, and I painted this for them. And after that, I felt like I connected to their energy, and I was able to shine a light on them in all planes, in the physical plane and in the spiritual plane. I was able to shine a light on the tunnels. I was able to get messages about the tunnels. I was able to shine a light on those tunnel systems and light them up. Okay, that's how we work. Okay, it doesn't always make sense, okay, as star seeds, how we work, but we have to keep working and moving forward, shining the light, shining the light. If you're curious about something, there's a reason, shine the light on it, you know. If you want to research something and you don't know why, keep going, keep going. Your energy has to get there to shine the light, to scatter all of the dark, dense energies so that it comes back up to the light. I was guided to create these beautiful heart healing plates to heal our heart. That's linked to the heart chakra. That's the twin flame portal, okay? Just me creating this plate here sends that energy out to the universe, okay? So that's very important right now. Protecting the sacred cord, protecting the twin flame soul missions, protecting all of the twin flame portal systems, protecting the gateway systems, protecting the access systems, every plane of existence. You know, making sure we know about the galaxy and how it works, guardians, gatekeepers, all of that stuff's been infiltrated. So the more that we talk about it, we can empower others to do the research, calling in the prayers, making sure that we're getting the vibration of the planet to the right frequency, and anything that is blocking that, or any grid system that is throwing off Schumann resonance, that has to go, that has to leave, okay? Anything that is causing destruction and chaos in the energy world has to leave in order for it to come into balance in the physical plane, all right? All of it comes together, everything ties together, and right now we have a lot of karma to rebalance from Nazi Germany, from Hiroshima, from all of the other past wars, from ancient Egypt, from the dynasties. We have to balance all of that energy out, and so some of us might be even guided into past lives to heal energies there, all right, to get those energies balanced. I was guided to heal US and Japan energies 2 days ago. I was doing like this intense healing session for like a half hour to try and get those energies rebalanced karmically, having to send love to Japan and Hiroshima for what we did, rebalancing the world energies, rebalancing what they did, what Oppenheimer did, you know, dividing those two worlds. You know, that's what he did. He created two worlds through that attack. That attack was so major. So we have to bridge the gap. We have to bridge the gap between what we did with them. Okay, we have to get all those energies healed. All right, in order for everything else to start healing. All those souls that were affected. It's a ripple effect. Everything is connected. We are all connected. And we all have to do our work and our part right now. Starseeds are really, really important right now, guys, to do the work. We have to do the work, and then we have to educate the people who are not familiar with this type of stuff. We have to challenge them in their roles and how they systematically have done things to up to this point. We are here to challenge. We're here to expand our thinking. We are here to look at things with a broader lens from a higher perspective. And that's why we're here. And it is not an easy path. It's not, because it's not carved out for us. It's not carved out for us in any way. So just something to remember? So anyways, thanks so much for your donations. I really appreciate all of your support on here. Thank you to my patrons. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna get a weekly reading over to my patrons probably tomorrow. I'm wishing you the best, and I will talk to you all soon. Okay, bye.